Hello, third graders. Today is our first day working on multiplication, and I am so excited. Multiplication is my favorite thing that we do in third grade, and we're going to practice it from now until the end of the year. While we're going through our lesson, I would like you to get out your Envision book. Make sure that it says Volume 1 at the bottom. We need Volume 1. And you're going to be looking on page number 8. It looks like this. As we go through the first part of the lesson, go to page number 8. As we're going through, just follow along with your book. Let's go ahead and get started. Today in our lesson, we are going to look at how to multiply by using repeated addition and equal groups. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to do multiplication by using these two methods.
How can you find the total number of objects in equal groups? Think about this question during the lesson. Jessie used 3 bags to bring home the goldfish she won at a fun fair. She put the same number of goldfish in each bag. How many goldfish did she win? Let's find out. How many goldfish do you see in each bag? Select your answer. There are 8 gold.
The most important thing about multiplication is that they're equal. Equal groups means that they have the same number inside them. If you saw in our first question, it says the word same. Same is a synonym for equal. They have the same number. They have equal numbers of fish. Now, if one of them had a different number, we could not multiply. When we are multiplying, we have to have equal groups. On your page right now, I want you to count how many goldfish are inside each bag and write it below. Count how many goldfish are in each bag and then write it below.
How many goldfish do you see in each bag?
How many do you see?
Select your answer.
3, 8, or 12. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8.
There are 8 goldfish in each bag. How can counters help to show groups? The counters show 3 groups of 8 goldfish.
I can use counters to show the groups.
In my class, we use 2 different ways to write our equal groups. Most of the time, we will use circles. Sometimes we'll use X's inside of circles, and we'll practice that a little bit later. In this example, you can see that each group has 8 counters, and there are 1, 2, 3 groups. 1, 2, 3 groups.
You can use addition to join equal groups. There are 3 bags with 8 goldfish in each bag.
Let's practice using addition to practice this, repeated addition. This is similar to what we did in our problem solving for today. If we have 8 3 times, and we need to figure out what the total is, the word total is a key word for multiplication and addition, we can add each one. 8 plus 8. What is 8 plus 8? Think about it for a second. What's 8 plus 8? 16. 8 plus 8 is 16. Now I have one more 8 I need to add. 16 plus 8. What's 16 plus 8? 24. 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 24. Now let's see if we can check our work with equal groups. We used repeated addition, and now we're going to check with equal groups. By checking our work, this is how we count are markers for equal groups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24. I got 24 when I checked with equal groups, and I got 24 when I checked with repeated addition.
Eight plus 8 plus 8 equals 24. Jessie won 24 goldfish. The addition relates to the counters because it shows adding 3 groups of 8. Multiplication is an operation that gives the total number when you join equal groups. The bar diagram shows 3 bags of goldfish with 8 goldfish in each bag.
There are 2 keywords in here that I want us to remember for multiplication. The first one is total. If a question asks us to find the total of groups, we will have to multiply. Another keyword is equal groups. And the last one is each. Each and total are probably the most common keywords that you'll see in multiplication word problems.
How can this be written using multiplication?
For multiplication, we write out, kind of like how we practice in a problem solving, the groups times how many are in each. So how many groups do I have? 3. There are 3 bags. There are 3 groups. How many are in each group? 8. And we figured out that 3 times 8 on the last page by using repeated addition and equal groups, that it equals 24 goldfish.
There are 3 groups or bags with 8 goldfish in each bag. So 3 times 8 equals 24. Factors are the numbers that are being multiplied. The first factor, 3, represents the 3 groups, or bags. The second factor, 8, represents the 8 goldfish in each bag.
So once again, the first number is our groups. In this case, it's the bags. And our second number is how many are in each. These are both called factors. I wonder if you can remember what the answer to a multiplication problem is called. Think about what it's called from what we learned in our problem solving. Starts with a P.
The product is the answer to a multiplication problem. The product in this equation is the total number of goldfish Jessie won, or 24 goldfish.
Again, we see that word total for the answer to a multiplication problem, to find the product.
Let's see how to show an addition equation and a multiplication equation. 8 plus 8 plus 8 equals what number? 3 times 8 equals what number?
Go ahead and write me what the answer is.
The question mark represents an amount that is not yet known in both equations. An unknown is a symbol for a number in an equation. The question mark represents the sum that is not known in this addition equation, or the product that is not known in this multiplication equation.
Remember, the sum is the answer to an addition problem.
Both equations tell you that Jesse won 24 goldfish.
All right, we are going to go to page number 9 and continuing to practice multiplication with equal groups and repeated addition. We're going to start on the do you understand side. Number 1, reasoning. Can you write 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 20 as a multiplication question? Yes or no? And then we'll have to explain. What do you think? Can you or can you not? You can, because if we have equal numbers and groups, we can multiply. How many groups of 5 do I have? I have 5. Remember, our first number is groups. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 groups. There we go, 4 groups of, and in each group I have 5, 4 groups of 5 in each. And my answer would still be the same, 20. Now number 2. Can you write 3 plus 4 plus 7 equals 14 as a multiplication equation? No, you cannot. If I do not have equal groups, equal numbers to add, then I cannot make that into a multiplication problem. So no, there are no equal groups. Please write this down in your page number 9. Number 3, write an addition equation and a multiplication equation to solve this problem. I'm going to use cubes to help me out for this. Jesse buys 4 packages of stones. There are 6 stones in each package. How many stones does Jesse buy? First for cubes is circle important numbers. And I'm also going to circle what they are. So 6 packages and 6 stones. Underline the question. Box the key words. Do you remember the multiplication key words that we talked about at the beginning of this lesson? I'll write a few of them on the side, and I want to see if you can see one of these. One of them is total, equal, each. Do you see any of these key words in this word problem? Yes, each. That tells me that I need to multiply. My keyword each tells me that I need to multiply. Now I'm going to use an addition equation and a multiplication equation to solve this problem. So let's start with what I have. Jesse buys 4 packages of stones. There are 6 stones in each bag. So if I have one package right here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's my addition problem. I have 4 packages and there are 6 in each. Let's go ahead and solve this addition problem. 6 plus 6 is 12. Plus, I'm going to do this. 6 plus 6, that's also 12. And 12 plus 12 is 24. All right, there's my addition problem. I'm going to write my multiplication problem further at the bottom. So I'm going to use groups of, and how many are in each to write my multiplication problem. It says that there are 4 groups, 4 packages of 6 in each group. And we just found out that 6 times 4 equals 24. So there were 24 stones altogether. We are going to complete 2 practice problems, and then at the bottom, you will do this independently. Independent means that you are doing it on your own. All right, let's begin with number 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 in this group, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in this group. So I have 2 groups. 1, 2, 2 groups of, and there were 4 in each. And 4 plus 4, it's this 4 plus this 4 equals 8. Now my multiplication problem. Groups, I have 2 groups of, and how many are inside those groups? 4. And we just found out that 4 plus 4 is 8. The second way you could double check yourself is you could count all of the counters. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My total is 8. Number 5. How many groups of 6 do I have? 1, 2, 3. I have 3 groups of 6. Now, how do I find out the answer to a multiplication problem using addition? I use repeated addition. So that means this first one has 6. This second one has 6. This third one has 6. Each group has 6. Then I can add 6 plus 6 is 12. And 12 plus 6 is 18. Last one, I have 3 groups of, and there were 6 in each group of 6. Here's the second way you can check. Going back and counting the total amount of counters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I got the same answer, 18. For your bottom part, you will complete each activity that is the same way. On this very bottom one, we'll do 8 together, and you are writing it in repeated addition and multiplication. And I'll show you an easy way to do that. Number 8. Our repeated addition problem is 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 groups. And how many are you adding each time? 8. Let's try the next one. There are always going to be 2 digits, only 2 digits. So the 2 digits in this one I used were 8 and 4. As you can see, there are 2 digits right here, 3 and 7. Those are the only 2 you'll be writing in the blanks. 3 and 9. 6, and then you're going to have to figure out how many groups are in that one. Once you're finished with this page, you are complete for our math skill for today.